Buying a gaming PC from the largest tech retailer in Australia, jbhifi, is not as simple of a process as I would have thought. And that's coming from an ex-jbhifi employee. Today we're going to buy the cheapest pre-built we can possibly buy from jbhifi. And the reason that I'm already saying it's difficult is because the prices have just shot up. They've absolutely shot up to prices that are genuinely just terrible. So let me show you what I'm talking about. This website is full of bloatware. I absolutely hate when they include marketplace products. These are products that essentially are drop shipped. You will buy it through their website and then you will pay someone else who will take care of everything else. I hate that, so I'm getting rid of that. Oh wow, only $2,799 for a RTX 4060 and Intel Core i5. Ooh, that is great value. I don't want to even hear it anymore. Now, the absolute cheapest gaming PC that you can buy from jbhifi is $1,799, and it comes with an RTX 3050. In fact, don't tell me this is oh my God, it's the 6GB version. So the RTX 3050 comes as a 6GB and an 8GB. 6GB, absolutely tiny. This is abysmal specs for what is $1,799. And on clearance. But the thing that really gets me is I was gonna go out right now, literally just go to their store and buy this one, the Asus ROG Strix G13CH, which they had up on their website for about 1,299 Australian dollars. And somehow it's jumped up to $2,399, which is terrible value. Absolutely horrific. Have a look at this. Let's just quickly search this up. We haven't even gotten the computer yet and it's already bad value. You could buy it from Centacom at the moment, $1,129, which is fantastic value, as you will see later. We'll come back and we'll do a comparison if you wanted to just build this yourself later. But $1,129, that is so much better. And also it comes with a 1TB SSD versus this one, which only comes with a 512GB SSD. So as you can see, it just kind of depends on the day whether or not you're gonna get good value, apparently. But don't worry, there could be a redeeming factor here. Let's see how good jbhifi's customer service is. I'm gonna give them a call and see if they'll price match. Even though technically it's not spec for spec, Centacom actually has a better spec and it's cheaper. So let's find out.
Hello, and thanks for calling the jbhifi sales line.
You're most welcome.
jbhifi sales speaking. How could I help you today?
Hi, my name is Matt. I wanted to buy a gaming PC, but the price seems to have jumped up quite a lot, which shouldn't be a matter because there is a identical product at Centacom, which I was hoping I could price match it with, please.
Oh, awesome. All right, yeah. So which gaming laptop are you looking at?
I'll give you the SKU. It's actually a desktop, if that's okay.
Yeah, and that was the Asus ROG Strix gaming desktop 14th gen Intel i5 GeForce RTX 3050.
That's it.
I am really sorry about this. I'm actually not able to sell this to you online as it is an in-store only product. Yeah, Bryson does have stock as well, but again, you just have to pop in the store for it. I'm sorry.
No worries. All good. Thank you very much. I'll give them a call. Okay, so I wouldn't call that rejection. Let's call up the Brighton store, which is the closest one to me.
Hello, you're speaking on. How can I help you?
Hi, my name is Matt. I was hoping to purchase an Asus ROG gaming desktop. The price has jumped up online, and I was just hoping I could price match $1,129.
$1,129.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's a big price difference.
Well, on your website yesterday, it was literally $1,250. Yeah. I think it's quite an old model at this point.
Sorry, the model name is different though.
Oh, I see.
So I can't technically price match it because on Centacom it's G16, with jbhifi us it's G13.
Oh,
even though it's literally the same specs though. Oh no, sorry, I see the difference now. The one you're looking at, Centacom, is 1TB of storage. Us is 512GB of storage.
Oh, so your one is less storage and it's double the price.
Yeah, so our sale pricing ended yesterday.
Right. Is there any way you could honor your sales price from yesterday?
Unfortunately not, no. We can't honor sale prices from before. I only can go down to $1,999, so $2,000.
I see. What is your cheapest pre-built?
We don't do much pre-built in store. Like Centacom and Sculptec is the best for that because they have a much wider range. Like I would honestly go to them.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll do that then. Thank you very much.
No problems. All good.
Okay, so that's definitely disappointing. I can't blame the salesperson. And he absolutely made the correct recommendation that you should not be purchasing a pre-built from JB Hi-Fi. You should just go to Centacom if that's the pricing. But we're committed to the bit, so we're gonna spend a bit more, I guess. We're gonna go for this one, which is quite crazy. Because it's poor value. An RTX 3050 6GB is just not good. We'll come back at the end of the video to how the value stacks up, but I'm just telling you right off the bat, this is bad value versus building the computer yourself if you are able to. I guess we're doing that one. Spending a lot more money than I actually thought we were going to. Damn, okay, let's go buy it. All right, I just bought it, and I have to say, the service in JB Hi-Fi is always pretty impeccable. And so I got it for $1,620, down from $1,799. I would say that that's a win. That's a win. So a bit cheaper. Let's check it out. Alrighty, so this is what we bought. We bought an MSI Infinite E1. And despite what it says in the listing, no, it does not come with a 40 series graphics card. I will say this box looks like it's been absolutely drop kicked. And no, this wasn't delivered to us, and no, I didn't do that to it. So yeah, that's not great. Let's see what we've got. Oh, I can see the e-waste already. What are you getting for $1,620? Well, obviously you're getting the Vigor GK30. I'll tell you what, it feels pretty hefty. Wow, that is tiny. It's a little baby. Oh, what's in here? Oh, more e-waste. We get a mouse. We'll check that out soon. We have our power stuff, cabling stuff, if we want to add some more SSDs, and a quick start guide. Let's take her out of the box. See what, she's dense. Packaging is good, which is not always the case. Ooh, it's a very gamery looking case. Not a lot of airflow going on, but it's also a lot smaller than I imagined. Yeet. So taking a look at it, yeah, it's fine. We have a USB-A port on the front, USB-C port. You've also got a mic in and headphone jack, clicky power button. My gosh, that feels a bit tinny. You have many USB-A ports, but there's no USB-C ports at the back, which isn't great for I/O. And then we have our graphics card, baby. Let's put her to the side for a moment because I gotta check out this e-waste. This mouse. You know what? It's about as good as you would expect. Well, that scroll wheel is horrible. Buttons are quite nice though, so you know what? Like if you need it, I guess that's good. At least it comes with it. For a lot of people, they don't have it, especially if this is your first gaming PC and you know grandma's buying you it. Let's check out this keyboard though. This is probably diabolical. You know it's going to be good when it says easy to clean, floating key design. Goodbye. Oh, that is mushy. But you just know we're going to be using this. Ooh. Okay. I love how on the side it says MSI MAG series. Unite as one. You know, that's gonna bring the world together. That's what it's gonna do. Let's open it up. So they've put the world's smallest factory sealed sticker on there. Oh, there she blows. So cable management in here is genuinely pretty good. We have our tiny little 3050 here. I cannot believe I paid for the 6GB here when there is an 8GB version that I could have had for a lot less money. We at least get 2 sticks of RAM. Both are 8GB, DDR5, 5600 megahertz, so that's pretty good. We have an M.2 1TB hard drive. Unreal, we might actually be getting a fantastic deal then. Obviously, I'm joking. And what looks to be a pretty stock standard cooler on top. But I guess it doesn't need much cooling because it's not that powerful. This does come with an i5-14400F. It's 10 cores and will boost up to 4.7 gigahertz, which is, you know, fine enough for an entry-level gaming PC, but nothing spectacular. It'll be really interesting to test very shortly how this goes compared with the new RTX 5050, which is a pretty standard upgrade path. So make sure you are subscribed for that because that actually might already be out by the time this video comes out. Who knows? Holy shit, guys, I just noticed that there is 0 intake fans. They are fully exhaust fans only. This thing might as well be passively bloody cooled. That is insane. Not even a single little fan up front. Sure, you could add it yourself, but let's see how that bodes for temperatures. Stay. All right, guys, moment of truth. Will it post? I'd be pretty shocked if the answer was no, but we're about to find out. Oh, this feels wrong and right. Look at that RGB. This is like vomiting RGB. Look at that. That's a lot of RGB, my friends. All right, let's set this bad boy up and see how much bloat there is. Why is this not staying? It's a bit better. Oh. So admittedly, it's been a couple of months since I've installed updates for Windows on a new computer. This, though, has been 3 hours now of what seems to be just rebooting. So it's stuck at 81% now. Hopefully it goes through this time. Otherwise, we might just have a bad boot. I don't know. This is killing me. 3 hours so far. Okay, something's happening. I'm not entirely sure what, but hopefully this is it. MSI badge there is a good sign. It's a good sign. It's getting dark. So after going through the usual bull crap of signing up into Windows, we're finally in. Let's see what bloatware we have on this, and hopefully not very much, although I'm assuming there will be some things. You got MSI Center, MSI App Player, but honestly not that much. All right, it's actually pretty bloat free, which is fantastic. Ah, it wants me to install Norton. No, no, no. Oh, it's already installed. No! MSI, you were so close. Let's immediately uninstall that. I gotta say, this is putting out some decent heat already, which doesn't bode well. There definitely is not much airflow going through to this, which is a little bit of a concern. I mean, there's plenty of gaps, but there's just no intake fans. It's also not all that quiet. Take a listen. All right, let's get some games installed and do some benchmarking, baby.
1 hour later.
The f***?
Bro,
What are you doing here?
I heard you bought a PC.
You know I needed a computer scientist, didn't you? You heard the call that I needed a computer scientist.
Do you even play all of these games?
It's been a long time.
So, what I want to know about this PC is, can it run Crysis?
I honestly can't be bothered installing it,
No,
and I
fair
feel like
enough.
no one ever plays that anymore. So
Yeah.
Daddy Jacob is now here to take us through some benchmarking, because like I said, he's a literal computer scientist. I'm pretty sure you got your degree, finally.
Which gives me so much knowledge about gaming.
It certainly does. So we're going to play some of the biggest titles at the moment that you would expect to play when your grandma goes out and buys, you know...
The cheapest pre-built JBHiFi computer for Christmas.
Exactly right.
You know what, if she does that,
Good on it.
you've got a good granny.
First of all, type on this, tell me what you think.
Oh, I actually haven't even, let's give something a search. Oh no, dude, that is straight poo.
It is straight poo,
Is
isn't
this
it?
membrane?
Oh, it's membrane. It's insane in the membrane.
Wait,
It's terrible.
listen to the spacebar.
I don't want to even hear it anymore. What do you think about the mouse?
The mouse is nice, actually. It feels really nice in the hand. It's a good size.
So
Feels good.
Here's a question I have for you. I've looked this up. This is $45 online. This is $25 online.
Not bad.
Do you think it's worth it?
I'll be honest, for 25 bucks, this is pretty good. What's the DPI go up to?
That's a great question.
Oh, that's very high. For 25 bucks, you could definitely do worse. However, the thing with mice, gaming mice, is that you can spend like 50 bucks and get a really good one.
I think this
You know?
makes sense if you don't have this stuff, but as soon as you have like a decent keyboard and mouse, then it becomes
You can't go
e-waste.
back. You can't go back. Yeah.
You chuck it out. You get this. What do you do with it? You have to chuck it out.
100%.
Then it's e-waste.
And honestly, guys, get like a, honestly, we're not sponsored, but get like a glorious Model O. They are phenomenal mice, extremely light.
Why's it called the Model O?
Just because it makes you go, oh, when you use it. All right, bro, it's time to game. So what are we going to
game.
play? All right, bro, it's time to game. So
Let's
what are we going to
game.
play? What have you got me
Start
set
with
up with?
Fortnite. Start with Fortnite. That is every child's wet dream.
Your favorite game? No, it's not.
That's not my favorite.
I know what your favorite
We'll get to
game
my
is.
favorite game.
We'll get there. Of course, we got to play your favorite game. What about my favorite game?
What is your favorite game?
Cuphead. I'm kidding. I hate that game so much.
It's because it's hard.
It's so hard. By the way, bro, this is what my cute goth girlfriend looks like, but she goes to a different school.
Which one? The School of Hard
No,
Knocks?
you haven't heard of it. You haven't heard of it. It's a different school. Guys, you're probably not used to seeing such telemetry on the screen and numbers. Let me explain what these numbers mean briefly before we start playing games. The most important thing for gaming is frame rate. So we want to make sure, first of all, that it's a consistent frame rate, that it's a high frame rate. Typically, you want above 120 frames per second for shooting games or anything fast-paced, and you want not many stutters. So what we've got here is a few numbers. We've got our current frame rate. As you can see, it's locked to 120 here on the menu. Then we've got our 1% low frame rate. Then you've got your 0.1% low frame rate. That's like the lowest of the low. So with that out of the way, let's get into
play a game.
Let's get into a, what do I do? So bro, you'll notice I strategically selected 0 build. That's because
You're just not good enough. You can't build.
Look, I'm
like
not.
the kids.
I'm no Tfue. I'm no ninja. Oh no, it's a bit stuttery. We've got people dancing. So as you can see, guys, we've got a graph here. Each one of those little spikes, that's a stutter. I mean, you don't even need the graph. You could just, oh god,
no.
That's not great. I'm not gonna lie.
It is loading in though. That is
Yeah.
to be. It does happen.
You look at the RAM usage.
Wow.
12 gigs almost.
Also, the GPU's at 97%.
We are keeping low temps though, which is good, which means we're not being thermally throttled.
I can't believe that, considering there is no intake, by the way, for this. There's
Yeah,
none.
I'm impressed by the CPU temp. Oh, it is going up though. But yeah, look at the GPU usage.
Wow. Immediately what that tells us is that this thing could already do with a GPU upgrade because you're bottlenecking every other aspect of the system.
Keep in mind, guys, this is Fortnite, not a particularly demanding game. And also, we're running at 1080p. So, medium settings, 1080p, nothing crazy. I don't know what I'm
Jump
doing.
on.
I don't know what I'm doing. I just know I have to break my way in.
So this is the thing. The average frame rate is fine at 90 frames per second. That's
But look
fine.
at the lows.
It's the lows, and that's what ruins the experience. And you'll find that across every game.
What just happened?
You got Mr. Clubs.
What's that do?
Right, it's for
Oh!
no.
I'm a magical being. I found them. Die.
You are dropping.
I killed him.
Believe you won.
I killed him with magic. All right,
So-
let's go play some more grown-up games.
That's not the best. I mean, if you buy a gaming PC and you can barely have a gunfight in Fortnite, honestly, what's the point?
Bro, I think it's just my skill.
There is definitely a skill issue here.
God.
Let's try another game. The other thing I've noticed is, I don't know if it's an SSD thing or whatever, but it takes a little while to load into games.
So I actually don't know the rest of the specs of this PC, my friend. Is this an NVMe?
So yes, this thing has an NVMe M.2 SSD. It's 1 terabyte.
Good. Okay.
It's got an i5 14400, which
Is it
is fine.
unlocked?
It's a 10 core
Is it
CPU.
unlocked? Does it have a K in it?
It does not.
God damn it.
We're also running the 3050 6GB, which is not the same as a 3050 8GB. In fact,
it's
very different.
I'm pretty sure the guys over at Linus Tech Tips called it like a 3030.
Yeah. It kind of feels that way. The frame rate on this is good, but I remember when I once went to Belarus to meet with the developers of this game, they said that they designed this game to run on calculators because it's very big in Russia. So,
Well, this is a very beefy calculator.
no slate to my Russian watchers, but there is that.
I know they love to play CSGO in Russia, or whatever Counter-Strike, the latest Counter-Strike is.
We're playing this, like I said, at pretty low. We're playing this at medium.
Averaging 120 FPS though. I mean, the graphics look a bit poo.
They look terrible.
But 120 FPS, man, you can get some good gaming performance. Oh,
So I chose this tank specifically because it does have...
you just
Oh,
lit
no!
that. Oh my god, you're gonna die already. You're basically
That's right.
gonna die already.
But yeah, this is completely playable, actually. This is totally fine.
And as you can see, the lows, they're sitting at around about 90 FPS. So yeah, you might get some very micro stutters, but
it's barely stuttering.
compared to Fortnite, which was sitting at 5 or 6 FPS lows,
It's barely stuttering.
yeah,
All right, should we try another game?
I think so.
All right, 1080p, medium. Let's do some benchmarking.
I mean, we're getting 300 FPS in the menu. So CD Projekt Red, you've made a really optimized menu.
Ray tracing is off. We'll try it off and on.
We're also going to be keeping DLSS off for now. Dude, this actually looks really good.
Okay, it's playable, but don't forget we're still sitting at 50 FPS right
50
now.
FPS is very playable, man. If you're getting consistent.
For a story game like this, absolutely, especially considering we don't have DLSS on. We're not stuttering either, which is pretty good.
It looks amazing to me. I know the graphics are really low.
All right, let's turn DLSS on.
Oh,
So that is
massively better.
significantly better.
That's like a solid 40% better.
That is significantly better. And honestly, like, it's not... the game quality hasn't degraded in any way. Cool. All right, next game.
Dude, you're killing every
I
policeman.
gotta say, I'm having more fun with this DLSS. All right, bye.
Wow,
All right, I will say,
that's quite good.
that's genuinely pretty good. But this is a very optimized game as well. But 106 FPS, 1% lows are totally fine.
Yeah, medium settings. So, wow.
It's pretty much
good.
no
By
stuttering.
the way, no DLSS so far.
Should we turn it on?
I reckon we should turn it on, see if we can hit like 140 FPS. I guess now we're sitting at about 120.
Yeah, it's kind of similar, actually.
I mean, it definitely looks a lot smoother to my eye. There's actually less stutter as
The
well.
1% lows
Yeah.
are way higher, actually.
This is like consistent 120 FPS.
Don't be afraid to turn on DLSS. Let's go into our final game.
All right, guys, if you're a real gamer, you'll know exactly what map this is. Now, unfortunately, because I think of Valve anti-cheat, we can no longer use our overlay. So we're gonna have to use the built-in FPS counter. As you can see, we're sitting at about 300 FPS, which is good. You can't shoot through here anymore.
CSGO is running at about 300 FPS, which is about what you would expect for anything that isn't about 400 years old. So yeah, it's doing a totally fine job. 1% lows seem to be totally
Honestly,
fine too.
it's quite good. Like, the game doesn't look terrible.
This is medium settings, to be fair.
I'm happy.
Final thoughts.
Alrighty guys, final thoughts now. Should you go out to JB Hi-Fi and buy the cheapest pre-built gaming PC? Well, as Daddy Jacob and I just learned, it can game, but not very well for some major titles like Fortnite, which is
Yeah.
kind of...
At 1080p on
yeah.
like medium settings, it wasn't amazing.
Exactly right. $17.99, I would not buy this thing for that price at all. I would definitely do my research. Go out, you'll find much better deals. And like the JB Hi-Fi salesperson said, shop around and get yourself a cheaper deal. Go to somewhere else like Centacom, which have better deals because, yeah, this is not a good value computer in any way.
Yeah, and also the keyboard and mouse they included don't make this any better value.
Pretty terrible. Make sure you do subscribe though, because we are going to be upgrading the 6GB card in here to the new 5050. We're going to see, is it any better? Because that's a natural upgrade path, especially from what is a pretty bad GPU. And of course, if you guys did enjoy the video, leave a like, comment down below what you think and share it with a friend. It really helps us out here at TechSauce. Ciao for now.
Bye-bye.